Hi everybody. In the previous video we were discussing about the different stages of consumer buying decision process. We have gone through the different stages like need recognition, information search, alternative evaluation, and then we are going to discuss about the purchase decision. So after evaluating the after identifying a need, then after going for information stage, then after evaluating the alternatives, the next stage is consumer purchase decision. So finally, in the last stage, the consumer will arrive at a purchase decision, and the purchase decision can be one of the three, that may be to buy it now itself, or not to buy, or to buy later. So if he has decided to buy now, then he will decide to shop to buy. He will be deciding from where he should shop the product, from when he should buy it, or how much money he have to spend, etc. And after deciding this, he then will go to the shop chosen and buy the product of a brand chosen. Sometimes the purchase decision does not result in actual buying. For example, we can say that if a person is thinking to buy a sari for his wife, then he may get changes in his decision because the color he has chosen may not be liked by his wife, or because his funds are less, or something like that. Okay, so sometimes he does not buy the brand chosen. He may buy some other brands because the influence of other people, or due to the changes in the circumstances. So buying decision or purchase decision will be resulting in three. One is either not to buy the product, and another one is buying the product later, or to buy the product now itself. So purchasing is the last stage in the buying decision process, and it occurs either as a trial or the adoption process. So if a consumer is buying something for the first time, it may be regarded as a trial. This trial enables him to accumulate experience about the products purchased. If this experience is positive in terms of satisfaction derived, then he may purchase again and again. For example, when a new brand of bathing soap is introduced in the market, the consumer may buy it for the first time as a trial. If he is satisfied with its performance, he repeats the purchase. So, but the trial purchase, this is not possible. In case of consumers durables such as scooters or TV or refrigerators and like that, the trial is not possible. This is because once the product is purchased, it has to be adopted and repeatedly used. It cannot be changed frequently. Okay, so this is the last stage in consumer buying decision process, that is purchase decision. And in this decision, either he will be buying the product, or he'll not be buying the product, or he will be buying the product later. And in this stage, it is disrupted by two factors, that is either a negative feedback from the customers and the level of motivation, or the or acceptance of the feedback. Okay, or the decision may be interrupted due to anticipated situation. So these are the two disruptions that are occurring in the consumer purchase decision making process. And the last stage after purchasing is the post purchase behavior. And at this stage, the customers, they will be comparing their products with their previous expectations, and they will be either satisfied or dissatisfied by their purchase. So this refers to the behavior of a consumer after purchasing a product. So post purchase behavior means it is the behavior of a consumer after purchasing the product. After the consumer has actually purchased the product, he will be satisfied or dissatisfied. The satisfaction or dissatisfaction will result in certain consequences. If he is satisfied with the product, he would regularly buy the brand, or he will develop a loyalty to that particular brand. If he recommends the brand, if he is satisfied with that particular brand, then he will be recommending the brand to his friends or relatives or neighbors or something like that. If he is dissatisfied with the product, he may stop buying more and more products of that brand, and at the same time he will also spread bad words about the brand, or he will be giving negative word of mouth. And he may also feel an internal tension, or he may also feel a mental tension, and this negative feeling that arises after purchasing will cause an inner tension. So, and this tension is having a name. It is known as cognitive dissonance or post purchase dissonance. So having a feeling or tension, if the product purchased is not satisfying their wants, and this type of inner tension is known as cognitive dissonance, and it simply refers to dissatisfaction of a consumer with his or her brand or product, and it refers to the anxiety or the doubts the consumer is having after making a purchase. And post purchase dissonance, it is also known as buyer's remorse. Okay, so post purchase behavior, in this two things are happening. Either he will be satisfied with the product, or he will be dissatisfied with the product. If he is satisfied with the product, he will purchase it again and again, and he will also recommend it to others. If he is dissatisfied with the product, he will not purchase the product again, and he will also tell something bad about or something negative about the product to his friends, relatives, and family, etc. And if he is dissatisfied with the product, an inner tension will be occurring in the mind of a consumer, and this inner tension is known as cognitive dissonance. So, and this is this in post purchase behavior is greatly in affect the decision for similar purchase from the company in the future, and having a knock on effect at the information search stage and evaluation of alternative stage. So this is the last stage in consumer decision making process after the purchasing. Okay, so we were discussing about different stages of consumer buying process. One is the need recognition, other one is the information stage, then they will be evaluating the information gathered with the alternatives, then they will be either taking a decision to purchase the product or not to purchase the product, or to purchase the product later. And the last stage after purchasing the product is post purchase behavior. In this stage, they will be either satisfied or dissatisfied with the product purchased. Okay, so a marketer, what he have to do is he have to therefore understand the correct buying process of his customer and decisions on marketing activities accordingly. Otherwise, the product will fall in the market. For example, we can say that you know that. Lehium named Chauna Prash, and it is not succeeded, or it is not become a success among the young generation, because it seems like a product for older generation. And we can also see some other products available in the market also comes in the same manner. So that is about consumer buying decision making process. Thank you all for listening to me.